Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract suffering while others glide through life untouched by pain? What if I told you that before you took your first breath in this world, your soul made 9 profound choices that would shape everything you experience? These aren't random cosmic accidents or cruel twists of fate. They're deliberate decisions made by the wisest part of yourself, and understanding them will completely revolutionize how you see every challenge, every relationship, and every moment of your existence. The first truth that changes everything is this: your soul chose your deepest wounds as doorways to your greatest power. Think about it. The pain that cuts deepest, the trauma that shaped you, the heartbreak that nearly destroyed you. These weren't punishments from an uncaring universe. They were strategic choices made by your soul to crack you open in exactly the right places so your light could shine through. When you're in the spiritual realm between lives, you don't see pain the way we do here. You see it as compressed wisdom, as rocket fuel for expansion. Your soul looked at all the ways it could grow and said, "I'm willing to experience this difficulty because I know what I'll become on the other side." The most wounded healers often become the most powerful. The most broken hearts learn to love most deeply. The souls who face the darkest nights appreciate light in ways others never can. This doesn't mean you should seek out suffering or romanticize pain. It means you can stop being a victim of your circumstances and start being the hero of your story. Every scar you carry is evidence of a battle your soul was confident you could win. The second truth is equally transformative. You chose your family not for comfort, but for completion. Before birth, your soul surveyed countless potential families and picked the one that would challenge you in precisely the ways you needed to grow. That critical parent? They're teaching you self-worth. That absent father? He's showing you how to find strength within yourself. Those siblings who compete with you? They're helping you discover your unique gifts. This isn't about excusing harmful behavior or staying in toxic situations. It's about understanding that your family dynamics, no matter how difficult, are part of your curriculum in the school of Earth. Your soul knew that being born into comfort wouldn't stretch you enough. It chose the pressure that would create the diamond version of yourself. Even families filled with love serve specific purposes. Maybe you needed to learn trust, joy, or how to receive support so you could later give it to others. The point is, nothing about your origin story is random. Your soul handpicked every detail because it knew exactly what you needed to become who you're meant to be. The third truth is that your soul chose this exact time period to incarnate. You didn't accidentally end up living during the most transformative era in human history. You specifically chose to be here now because this chaotic, rapidly changing world provides the perfect conditions for accelerated spiritual growth. Think about the unique challenges of our time. Technology connecting us yet isolating us. Information overload creating confusion. Old systems crumbling while new ones struggle to emerge. Climate change forcing us to reconsider our relationship with Earth. These aren't problems to endure, they're opportunities to evolve. Your soul looked at this moment in history and thought, "This is exactly when I need to be alive." Maybe you're here to help birth new ways of living. Maybe you're here to heal ancient wounds that are finally ready to be released. Maybe you're here to bridge the gap between the old world and the new one being born. The urgency you feel, the sense that time is running out, the feeling that you need to do something important, these aren't anxieties. They're your soul's recognition that you chose to incarnate during humanity's most crucial transformation. You're not just living through history. You're here to help create it. The fourth truth reveals why certain people trigger you so intensely. Your soul arranged these encounters as mirrors to show you parts of yourself that need healing. Before incarnating, you made agreements with specific souls to play challenging roles in each other's lives. That person who betrays you, abandons you, or drives you crazy with their behavior, they're actually fulfilling a contract they made with your soul. These soul contracts aren't cruel pranks. They're precisely calibrated wake-up calls. The person who abandons you might be showing you where you abandon yourself. The one who criticizes you harshly might be reflecting your own inner critic. The one who lies to you might be revealing where you're not being truthful with yourself. The most triggering people in your life are often your greatest teachers disguised as your worst enemies. They push your buttons because your soul specifically installed those buttons to be pushed. Once you heal the wound they're revealing, they often disappear from your life or the dynamic completely shifts. This doesn't mean you should tolerate abuse or stay in harmful. Your soul knew this earth journey would be challenging, so it ensured you'd have constant guidance available. Learning to recognize and trust this support is part of your spiritual development. The more you acknowledge and appreciate this invisible assistance, the stronger the connection becomes. The ninth and final truth ties everything together. Your soul chose this lifetime as part of a much larger story spanning multiple incarnations. This isn't your only chance to get life right. It's one chapter in an epic novel of spiritual evolution that spans countless lifetimes across different time periods, cultures, and even planets. Understanding this removes the desperate pressure to achieve everything in this single lifetime. Your soul is playing a long game, accumulating experiences, relationships, and wisdom across many incarnations. Some lifetimes are for learning specific lessons. Others are for service. Some are for rest and integration. This lifetime has its own unique purpose within your soul's grand design. This perspective transforms how you handle setbacks and delays. What seems like failure or missed opportunities might actually be perfect timing according to your soul's multi-lifetime plan. You're exactly where you need to be in this moment, not just for this life, but for your eternal journey of growth. These 9 truths completely reframe human experience from random suffering to purposeful growth. Every challenge becomes a curriculum. Every relationship becomes a classroom. Every experience becomes raw material for expansion. You're not a victim of circumstances. You're the hero of a story your soul specifically designed to help you evolve. But here's the crucial point. Understanding these truths intellectually isn't enough. You need to embody them, live them. Let them transform how you move through each day. When you truly integrate these insights, everything changes. You stop resisting your life and start dancing with it. You stop fighting your challenges and start learning from them. You stop feeling like a victim and start feeling like the powerful soul you truly are. This shift in perspective doesn't make life easier, but it makes it meaningful. Every experience, no matter how difficult, becomes part of your soul's carefully crafted plan for growth. You begin to trust the wisdom of your life's design, even when you can't see the bigger picture. Remember, your soul chose every detail of this incarnation because it knew you had the strength, wisdom, and love to not just survive it, but to transform through it. You're not randomly struggling through existence. You're systematically evolving toward your highest potential.